Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sly Fox Sports Podcast.
What up?
Here's my host, Aaron Nix. He has returned. I have returned.
Pussy is back, baby.
Yes, the dream team has arrived again.
Fuck my chode, Millwall fans.
All right, and we are here to talk about the NFL Super Wild Card Weekend. Oh, boy.
6 delicious ties. The playoffs are set. Yes, indeed.
Yes, it is going to be so good, and I'm so ready.
Are we doing this chronologically?
Yeah, might as well.
Get into it, baby.
Saturday's 3 games of the Wild Card Weekend. We've got the first one of the Colts at number 7 in the AFC against the 2-ranked Bills. Buffalo are 6.5-point favorites. Over under is... Where'd it go? There it is. Sorry, guys. 51. And Stephon Diggs is out. Oh, no, he's questionable now. Cole Beasley is out.
That hurts. They're going to have to rely on that running game a lot more, get that running game going. I still think they got enough to beat the Colts, actually. The Colts have looked quite shaky coming into the back end of things. They almost fucking binned it against the Jaguars at one point, and then they sort of rallied behind their talent. The Jaguars, who actually ended up, I believe, being the worst team in the NFL this year. But apparently Tony Khan he knows what he's doing, right? Tony's my dad. So ultimately, I quite fancy the Bills still. Josh Allen, baby. As long as Josh Allen's fit and healthy and raring to go, I think they've got enough. They will need Cole Beasley or Stephon Diggs, however, if they want to progress anywhere near a Super Bowl or an AFC championship.
I think Buffalo's going to win, but only if they can stop Jonathan Taylor.
You see what they did to the Miami Dolphins on a weekend?
Yeah, but that's the thing is Taylor is so good.
Yeah.
And Buffalo has been giving up a lot of rushing yards.
You got that 3-headed dragon, haven't you? You've got Naheem Hines, T.Y. Hilton, and Jonathan Taylor with old 9 Kids Rivers just behind them. So but I don't trust Rivers, and I know Rivers is
Rivers in the playoffs.
Rivers always chokes in the playoffs, baby. It always suffers in the playoffs. So he's either going to have the game of his life, or the Bills are going to eke it out. I actually think it'll be quite tight, particularly without those deep threats. But the Bills have made a lot of money off of being a running threat without actually decent running backs. They just got the running quarterback. So it depends. If the Colts can limit Josh Allen to throwing the ball and keeping him in that pocket a lot more, they might get lucky. It's actually a lot. It doesn't look like a 2nd versus 7th seed game. It actually looks like a 3 versus 4, if anything, or a 4 versus 5, however you want to put it. So it could be quite tight. But I still fancy the Bills. What we got next?
Next game we've got is the Rams and the Seahawks. Seahawks are 3.5-point favorites. Over under is 42.5. Notable people out for this game is Jared Goff. He will not be playing for the Rams.
Yeah, the young lad filled in for him on the weekend in their do-or-die match against the Arizona Cardinals. I forgot his name now. But
oh, God, yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know. I don't claim to be a die-hard Rams fan. However, I am picking the Rams as the upset special. I don't trust the Seahawks. Now, the Seahawks had the 49ers.
John Wolford.
That's the one. They had the 49ers on the weekends, and they really laboured. Probably the most boring game on the weekend, to be honest. It was just 2 teams that wanted to just defend the living, everlasting shit out of it. But the Seahawks have been very weird because the first half of the season, no defense whatsoever. Second half, it seems to have turned up slightly. However, the Rams have the most elite, I wouldn't say the best overall defense, but they've got the most shock, hard-hitting one. They're the ones that will smack you in the face quick as you're like, Jesus. If they can hit him early, and they will get to Russell Wilson, they will. If they can hit him early, I think they're going to rattle them. Metcalf's productivity has kind of dropped off the board somewhat. And by the way, last time they played the Rams, Metcalf was reduced to 2 fucking receptions for 22 yards. You know, they can shut that side of the field down. Tyler Lockett is so important in this game. He had quite a big game actually against San Francisco. If he does not turn up, if he does not produce highly for them, they're going to be in big trouble. I think this is where you get your first big upset. I think the Rams beat the Seahawks by a field goal. I was right.
Other notable people out for the Rams: Michael Brockers is out. Andrew Whitworth is on injured reserve. That's one of their starting offensive tackles.
Yeah.
So one of their big offensive tackles and a new quarterback going up against Seattle's upgraded defense. But
the quarterback's running game, have you seen him? He's rapid.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Jamal Adams, the safety for Seattle, is questionable. So looking at how Seattle has went up against LA, I agree with you. I think LA is going to pull this off.
I watched the Giants beat the Seahawks in their own gaff.
Yeah.
And that gives me enough reason to know that if you've got an elite enough to, and let's be fair, New York is starting to get close to having an elite defense. The Rams have got a better defense. The Rams have all the capability to go in there and smack them in the mouth and take their spot from them.
Yeah, I think the Rams have got this one in the bag.
Big confidence as well. You know, you're starting quarterbacks out. Jared Goff, a guy who's made it to the Super Bowl before, obviously, when they lost to the Patriots. He's a guy who, you know, a lot of that team really does believe in and thrives on. And in comes this young lad and basically seals the deal. I know Kyler Murray was injured at some points, but he came back in for the Arizona Cardinals, had zero effect against that defense, couldn't get anything going. They completely stifled what is a very talented Arizona Cardinals team. Arizona Cardinals are easily the best team that didn't make the playoffs this season.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The Broncos, obviously.
Well, the Dolphins, you know, they were pretty close.
They were close, and then they decided to bend over and take it full force from the Buffalo Bills. We've got a chance. Oh, jeez, my ass.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
What's third on the docket for Saturday?
Third on the docket is the upset special for me. And that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team.
Here comes Make-A-Wish. What did I say? 10 weeks ago, what did I say?
Did it.
They are here, and I am the one person in this earth outside of Washington who believed they would make it. I told you.
Doug Peterson believed in you too because
I fucking said Washington would make the play, and everyone's like, Washington in the playoffs. He doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. Make a wish. The wish has come true because the Washington football team are here, and they're up against the team that I thought were going into the Super Bowl for the NFC. And now I'm severely conflicted because I like the Buccaneers, but my God, love me some Washington.
I will say this: if Tampa Bay can control the line, then Tampa's going to win no problem. Yeah. I don't think they can. I think Montez Sweat, Chase Young, Jonathan Allen, and Deron Payne are going to get to Tom Brady and cause him hell. And they really don't have a running game right now because Leonard Fournette's a fucking slow piece of shit. Yeah, I said it. Fuck off, LSU.
Got fired at LSU there.
Yeah. I think Washington wins this game. And then that puts all shit to bed that, they only got here because Doug Peterson tanked in the fucking Washington game. Fuck you, Washington's in.
I think Tampa Bay will win, but because I love Washington so fucking much, it's like my second home. It's like my sort of, it's my home away from home, Washington. Obviously, I love the Nats. I used to love the Redskins. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. They were my second team for quite a long time, especially when Kirk Cousins was at the helm. I'm going to pick Washington by a field goal because I am so desperate to see. Because if they win, that'll be so fucking incredible. The thing is, right, I want Brady to do well because I love the fact that Brady shoves it down people's throat. I'm 43 and I'm still better than you. Go fuck yourself. And I like this Buccaneers offense and they're high-powered. Mike Evans picked up a knock in the last game of the season. I'm interested to see if that affects him going into this game.
He's limited in practice today.
This is all about technical ability versus heart and passion. How much can Washington draw upon? You got to think Alex Smith has got one fairy tale left in him, man. I'm excited. I am so excited for this game, actually. This is the game of the weekend for me. I'm fucking thrilled. I'm going to be sat there with a large amount of chips and dip, baby. I'm so ready for this. Honestly, cock will be in hand for a wank session. I am ready. I am so ready for this. I'm going to be,
Yes.
as much as I love the Buccaneers and I wanted them to represent the NFC, I am riding with Washington. I'll have all my fucking Redskins merch out for this. I don't care. I know it's offensive. I don't have any normal Washington football team stuff. Sorry. I will do once they actually release any fucking merch.
Right.
But either way, I will be ready for this. I think this is going to be spicy hot. Either that or it's going to be a whopper blowout from the get-go. It'll be one of those games. Washington will either sneak it by a field goal or they'll lose by 50.
Yeah.
That'll be the make-or-wish.
The spread is 8 for Tampa.
It's actually quite generous.
The over-under is 45. Tampa Bay.
I fancy the under, actually.
Jason Pierre-Paul and Mike Evans are doubtful.
Yeah, see, that's a big deal. Even though Jason Pierre-Paul has only got like 3 fingers on one hand, he can still fucking tackle with the best of them. Oh, 3 fingers, Pierre. Yeah, and Mike Evans is crucial to that. He is such a wide threat. I do like Ronald Jones, actually. I think he's a decent running threat. I think he gets going, but they have relied actually on Brady's arm a lot more than you think, and he has actually delivered. Gronkowski could be the X factor here because he started picking up a lot of catches, more receptions. He's really come good.
I agree. I like that shout. I think it might come down to the tight ends, and Gronk and Logan Thomas will be your X factors for either team.
Yeah, I just think Washington don't have enough ability on offense to beat the Buccaneers. They do have enough heart. Depends how far that heart is going to take you. It's how you can't be rooting for them as the plucky underdogs.
Exactly.
They're
coming in so hot. They're 5-1 right now in their last 6.
You know what? I'll tell you what, the Buccaneers can think themselves lucky the Giants didn't get in instead. Because I actually think
if the Giants would have got in,
the Giants would have them. This is a Giants team that went on the road and beat Seattle. They are in hot form. Unfortunately, they sort of tripped at the last, which is a bit unfortunate for them. Although
they didn't. No. They
beat the Cowboys, but
they beat the Cowboys, but the Eagles fucked them. Doug Peterson fucked them.
Yeah, the Eagles ruined the entire postseason for everybody. Thanks a lot. Fuck you, Philadelphia. Fuck you. By the way, how's that backup quarterback doing? A little bit better, isn't he?
Oh, my God.
How we started Sly Fox to how we ended it. We should do one of those memes they got on Twitter, how it started and how it's going. And have a picture of you talking about how Carson Wentz did on the bench. And then have a picture of, Ertz just
Nate Sudfeld.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Moving on to Sunday, baby.
Sunday's game, the first one. The Ravens and the Titans. And this...
Again?
Yes, again.
Stay away from each other, these two, can they?
Baltimore are 3.5-point favorites.
Do we have a revenge? But don't forget, last season in the playoffs, Baltimore's MVP, Lamar Jackson comes in and gets swatted away by Derrick Henry and the gang in the first game, when they played each other. That was Baltimore's first playoff game last season. They got swatted. Tennessee moved on to the AFC Championship, and Baltimore went with their tail between their legs like they more often than not do in high-profile games. Quite like Tennessee to win this one as well. I think they've come in hot at the right time. Derrick Henry is on fire. 2,000-plus yard rush this season, baby. One of only 8 men to ever do that, I believe. Fantastic. Very much feels like Adrian Peterson when he went completely ballistic for the Vikings that season. Almost broke the record that Eric Dickerson had set. I like the Titans in this. I like Ryan Tannehill. I think he's a more competent quarterback. I think he's better under pressure. I think he's more experienced. He's more level-headed. I think he's got a better IQ than Lamar Jackson. I will say one thing, though. Ravens are putting up a lot of points at the back end of the season. So they're coming in relatively hot. They've also got to prove themselves because if they go 1 and out again in the playoffs, all of a sudden, people are looking at John Harbaugh and saying, what are you doing over there? You've got all the talent at your disposal. You're not getting results.
Yeah.
So,
if the Ravens if the Ravens get in here and they get shown out, I think this is John Harbaugh's last season as a Baltimore coach.
It feels very much like the AFC North is taking over Sunday, doesn't it?
It is.
Jesus Christ, aren't they just? They're all over this. The identity of these guys is all over it. I think the Titans, I think that I prefer the Titans, and I will never pick against Derrick Henry in his current form. The best running back in the world.
Yeah. And then the next
After
game.
Philip Lindsay.
Oh, God. Fucking hell. Yep, exactly. The next game we've got is the Saints and the Bears.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Drew Brees must be sitting there going, the Chicago Bears got in the playoffs. This has got to be the most easiest pick of the weekend. It has to be, surely.
New Orleans are 10-point favorites.
The Bears suck dick.
The Bears only got in because Arizona lost. If Arizona would have won, it would have been New Orleans and Arizona.
I cannot believe the Bears are here. They are probably. Do you know what? Actually, dare I say, Washington are not the worst team in the playoffs this season. It's the Bears. The Bears don't deserve to be in the playoffs. How Miami Dolphins are sitting there going, "Oh, we finished 10-6. Yeah, no playoffs for you." Wait, what?
Yep.
No, nothing for you. They feel very much. Do you remember when? Do you remember when the Buccaneers had Josh Freeman at quarterback and they went 10-6 and didn't make the playoffs? That's exactly what the Dolphins are this season.
Yep.
If Tua doesn't have more motivation for next season than that, then he'll never make it to the playoffs. It's as simple as that. I expect the Dolphins to be on fire next season, gunning for the Bills. I actually expect the AFC East to be the most competitive division next season because I honestly think the Patriots, you can never count out Belichick. He's going to be ferociously furious. He's going to have all that extra money from all these Subway commercials. He's going to be ready and willing. He's going to get rid of the fraud that is Cam Newton. And back comes Jimmy Garoppolo, baby. And I reckon the Patriots are going to be a lot more dangerous next season. And obviously, the Bills, they're set for the next few years. And obviously, if Frank Gore decides, do you know what? I'm not going to leave it. I'll fancy myself another season. Look out for them Jets, baby. By the way, the Jets finished with 2 wins on the docket. So.
Yeah. Jets. The Jets are second pick.
Can you imagine? The Jets GM must be like, fuck you, Jacksonville.
You know who the Jets GM was? Adam Gase, their coach.
I cannot honestly believe they didn't get the number 1 pick. That astonishes me in its own right. So that's how little they have faith in themselves. They were like, do you know what? We'd rather win an extra game and not have the number 1 pick. That's how shit we are because we know that we'll waste that anyway. And ultimately, I dread to think that the Jags are going to pick with that number 1 pick. Probably
Trevor Lawrence. They're going to take Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that's true, actually. That is true. Then Luton Town can come to the Denver Broncos and go 4-10, 4-12. Can't wait. Can't wait, mate. Matthew Stafford, I'm waiting for you. I need my man crush. I need him so badly.
I think Matthew Stafford's going to go to the Colts.
That would actually be a good pickup.
And Phillip Rivers will come to you guys.
No. No, I won't support the Broncos if Phillip Rivers is No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will flatly refuse to acknowledge him as a football player. So I would rather his 9 children were around here making me dinner every evening. That is just, and as everybody knows, I hate kids and I can't stand the sight of them. So, simple as that, right? I think the Saints, getting off topic, I think the Saints absolutely destroy the Bears. I think the Bears suck, and they are so fucking boring to watch. And I just saw Rodgers completely rinse them twice. Rodgers is on fire. And looking forward actually to the Packers. I think the Packers are now my pick to come out of the NFC. And I just think the Saints will run them over.
Yeah, I
really want that Saints Packers NFC Championship game. Actually,
that would be a good one.
Well, actually, what I really want is the Packers versus the Washington
football team.
Yeah, but they'll probably have to face the Packers next, won't they?
If the Packers if Washington
imagine if Washington knocks off Tampa
Bay,
Green Bay, and the Saints.
If Washington wins, because they're 4 right now.
Oh yeah, because they're a division.
The division winner.
They? So,
yeah.
So if the Bucks win, they'll face the Packers.
Right.
Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers against her.
Suit you, sir.
50-point spectacular, sir. Suit you, sir. Ronald Jones jizzing in his face. Suit you, sir.
God.
That should be quite naughty. Either way, I reckon we're set for some fucking... This could be some of the best playoff football we've ever seen. Saints to fucking bum the Bears. which leaves us with one more
Which
game.
leaves us with the final coup d'etat. Sunday Night Football in Pittsburgh. The Cleveland Browns, after breaking their 18-year playoff drought, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, my God.
Defeated. Oh, wait, no.
Pittsburgh are 6-point favorites, by the way.
Yes. Oh, by the way, what was the other thing I told you weeks ago? That the Browns would win against the Steelers. And
yes, but...
It doesn't matter. I don't want to hear qualifiers of, our best players weren't playing, so that doesn't matter. I didn't say that they would beat the first team, did I? I just said they would win. So I am right and you're all wrong. Ha! Fuck you. Go Browns.
Okay.
You got to root for the Browns here, haven't you? You've got to. How can you
No.
not root for the Browns unless you're a Steelers fan? In which case you're like, oh God, please no. It's been 18 years since the Browns have been in the playoffs. And go figure, they play their vaunted division rivals the first chance they get back in.
The last time that the Browns were in the playoffs, guess who they faced in the wild card?
Must have been the Steelers, surely.
It was the Steelers, and the Steelers put them out that year too.
As you should have.
Just saying.
So, yeah, and revenge is on the mind as the great British Baker Mayfield is ready. I'm ready for this. Nick Chubb is going to run for 300 yards, baby. I'm so ready for this. You are in trouble. Roethlisberger's going to limp his digestive biscuit ass out there and get smacked around like a British nanny, bruv. It's going to be ugly. Honestly, bowling shoe ugly is what it's going to be. Seriously, you're going to be able, by the time this is done, you're going to think Ben Roethlisberger is a bowling ball. You're going to be able to stick your fingers in his face and throw him down that alleyway, bruv. They are good. This is going to get ugly. I reckon this is going to be an ugly football game. This is not going to be pretty. There isn't going to be fancy scoring. There isn't going to be Claypool going off for fucking free reception touchdowns or anything like that. I think this is just going to be two teams trying to kick 10 bells of shit out of each other. I really do. And Baker Mayfield and his glorious shitty facial hair are going to fucking run rampant, mate. I've got the Browns after 18 years of hurt taking a playoff win. Yes, wow. Baby. Cleveland Browns to win again.
All right. Well, obviously, I'm picking Pittsburgh to win.
Pokeartists, mate. That's what the Pittsburgh are.
Well, the thing is, okay, say Cleveland does end up beating the Steelers.
Joking harder than a porn star on Thanksgiving, baby.
Say that Cleveland does end up beating Pittsburgh and Tennessee beats Baltimore and Buffalo beats fucking
it's going to be a tough
Indy.
Weekend for the AFC North.
Kansas City would then face Cleveland.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield becomes the greatest quarterback of all time, knocking off Pat Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
I can hear Arthur Doom from here. He's salivating. I can hear his tapping motion. Seriously, I can hear your wrist breaking from here, Arthur Doom.
Johnny Gargano's just waiting for our response.
Are you kidding me? Fucking hell. He won't have any energy left for Candice by the time he's watched this fucking match. My Lord. He is going to be dehydrated to fuck. Yeah, man. This is going to be naughty. I'm looking forward to it. What a weekend of football, man. Those are 6 really feisty games. Although I must admit, if there's one... I'm looking at the Saints-Bears game thinking... If I'm kind of feeling a bit frisky and need a power wank, that's probably going to be when I do it because that just seems like a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Now that we said that, the Bears will fucking win by the field.
Say now that we said that, the Bears are going to just stomp out.
Tell you what, watch out for the Saints. We thought they were going to fucking run rampant last year. One and done. Oh. You know, they can do that. They can turn up all this firepower and get humped out. So, you know, but yeah, it's the Bears, mate. Fuck off. Terrible football team. Mitchell Trubisky should not be fucking winning playoff games. Should be playing.
Mitchell Trubisky won't be a Bear after this year.
No.
They declined his player option, so he'll be a free agent.
They declined his option to live. Useless.
Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting, folks, and we want your predictions. Come on.
Yeah. Tell us who you think is going to win this weekend. I want to see multiple comments underneath with 6 teams on there and a load of abuse, obviously. So
absolutely. I mean, if you think that we're completely just off the deep end and you want to say, you guys are fucking idiots, I think these guys are going to win.
been off the deep end since I started.
Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, and there will definitely be more content coming up here from the Sly Fox Sports podcast. Hockey starts on the 13th of January, and oh my God, I can't wait. We'll definitely be doing more on the basketball front. Yes, Mr. Nix, correct?
Yeah, Steph Curry going off like crazy the other night.
My Suns are doing fantastic.
For now.
For now. Yeah. It's only
Roll heat, baby. We are always alive. Always alive.
Fucking, it's going to be interesting. We'll definitely have more content for you on the Sly Fox Sports podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Fox Miller. That was Aaron Nix. And this is an entrance and an exit. See you later, y'all.